from New Hanover County Schools Television, powered by students. This is your school news.
Welcome to your school news. I'm Britton Kilborn.
And I'm Alexei Mezhuyev. Topping our newscast this week, New Student Advisory Council meets with Superintendent. Williams STEM Club off to a great start. And Family Support Network holds training for parents and children of IEPs.
Our top story this week, to launch the new school year, Superintendent Dr. Tim Markley has formed a full-time student advisory panel. The panel will meet 4 times during the year to focus on key components directly affected students in the classroom. With a report on the first meeting is YSN reporter Bobby Blue.
Several students from each New Hanover County high school and early college will have a say in the school system's future after they were named to the Superintendent's Advisory Committee for the school year. The committee will meet about 4 times during the school year with Superintendent Dr. Tim Markley and his central staff to provide input from a student's perspective and to learn more about how the school system operates. During the committee's first meeting, the topic was technology. Students were given an opportunity to share their thoughts on the school system's tech infrastructure and offerings with the district's Director of Technology.
Hearing from the students was very valuable because, we hear complaints from schools, but we don't have the specifics. So being able to hear from the kids who are using the technology to find out where the issues are, what their specific issues are, what's working, what's not working, what we need to improve upon is very critical because it's like hearing, directly from the devices themselves. So very important information.
During the meeting, the students talked about Bring Your Own Device, also known as BYOD, an initiative that empowers staff and students to use their mobile devices on the school's network. They also discussed the advantages of tablets versus laptops and electronic note-taking and electronic textbooks.
I think that we addressed well the issues of the Wi-Fi, just because at my school that's been a big problem in the 4 years that I've been there. It usually works well with the devices provided by NHCS, but when you bring your own device, it's been very iffy all 4 years that I've been here, and I think we addressed that very well. And just sort of the integration of it into our classes, we addressed that good too.
The impact that technology has had on today's schools has been quite significant. This widespread adoption of technology has completely changed how teachers teach and students learn. Both Dr. Markley and the students discussed the role using advanced technology has had in shaping the way they learn.
One of the more important things I thought that we touched on was the importance of knowing how to use computers and operate different programs like Microsoft Word and Excel and different things like that, because they're working on making more technology available to us, but it's more important to not just have it, but to know how to use it and know what to do with it and know what needs to be done with it.
The first meeting of the Superintendent's Advisory Committee was a big success. Before they adjourned, the committee requested that the next topic of discussion would be the role of school guidance counselors. They also plan to focus on the GPA game and the role of weighted classes in the curriculum. Reporting for Your School News, this is Bobby Blue.
At Williams Elementary, 5th graders are excited about their new STEM club. The first challenge for the students was to stack solo cups without using their hands. The STEM club students were given only 2 tools to work with, a rubber band and a piece of string. The 5th graders rose to the challenge, and as you can see in the video, skillfully designed as methodically for stacking the cups. The STEM club was created for those students with an interest in STEM, science, technology, engineering, art, and math. The club's mission is to engage its members in project-based learning in order to provoke their intellectual capabilities and curiosities in STEM. Through the club, students will learn practical teamwork and leadership skills. Plus, their confidence and engagement in STEM activities will increase, as well as their motivation to study STEM and enter STEM careers.
The Family Support Network held a training session for parents of children with an IEP or who may get an IEP. Titled Basic Training Idea, Understanding Your Child's IEP, the workshop was designed to help parents learn more about the law and what to expect from an IEP meeting. An IEP, or Individualized Education Program, is a document that is developed for each public school child who needs special education. It defines the individualized objectives of a child and is intended to help them reach educational goals more easily. One of the main goals of the training was to educate parents so they feel like they can be an equal parent with the school system at their child's IEP meetings.
School teachers and special education school personnel all go to college as a part of their degrees, learn about special education, the law, the process, how to run an IEP meeting, what is required in North Carolina to complete that IEP form and how to direct that meeting, but parents don't get that same kind of education. So we're here as an agency to help parents feel competent and confident when they're helping to be an advocate for their child in the educational system.
The training worked with parents, helping them understand the laws as well as teaching them how to be an active part in the long-term education planning of their children. Parents were shown how to be a good partner with the school system, but to also be assertive and speak up for what they feel will be the educational needs of their child. The Family Support Network will offer more trainings throughout the school year. In addition, they are always available for support or to provide more information. If you are a parent of a child with an IEP and would like to contact them, you can call 792-6133.
Finally, College Park Elementary wants to extend a big thanks to the State Employees Credit Union on Racine Drive. The branch staff collected 4 boxes of school supplies for College Park students. The boxes include tons of important things needed each day at school, such as fun-colored markers and Sharpies, Kleenex, crayons, Goo Gone, scissors, pencils, and construction paper, glue sticks, and so much more. College Park has recruited a number of outstanding community partners. If your business, club, or faith-based organization would like to be a community partner with a school in your area, then contact Chief Communication Officer Valita Quattlebaum at 910-254-4221 or drop her an email at valita.quattlebaum@nhcs.net.
Now, when your school news continues, we have an exciting lunch menu forecast.
Plus, coming up in 60 seconds, we'll have reports on Anderson holds a Unity Day video red carpet party, Murray Middle School welcomes a local author, and Blue Ribbon Commissions hold 4th Annual Yam Fest.
This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net. Don't go away, we'll be right back.
Lace up the cleats, put on the pads, and tape up those ankles. The football edition of Sports Roundtable is back for its 17th season on the Learning Network. I'm Joe Catanacci. If you're a high school football fan, then join me for Sports Roundtable. We feature the area's most in-depth look at local 4A gridiron action. From a strong defense to an explosive offense, we spotlight it all on the Sports Roundtable. Each week, you'll get a first-hand account of all the plays from New Hanover County Schools' 4 head football coaches. It's the Sports Roundtable, Wednesday nights at 8 p.m. right here on the Learning Network. Sports Roundtable is made possible with the support of Papa John's Pizza, Sam's Club, and PortCityDaily.com.
Welcome back to Your School News. October is National Bullying Prevention Month. As we reported earlier, the school district produced a video to kick off the month anti-bullying campaign. While most students countywide got to see the video on its debut, the students from Anderson Elementary who starred in the video did not. Instead, the school held the video for last week's Unity Day, when those students got to see the video in a special premiere party just for them. With details on this event is YSN reporter Johan Yellow.
During the month of October, New Hanover County Schools has been taking part in National Bullying Prevention Month, including the creation of a brand new anti-bullying video for the district. For students at Anderson Elementary who participated in the video, Unity Day Against Bullying was a red carpet event and celebration. Headed up by Principal Holland and school social worker Nancy Saunders, the students from the video were all brought together for a video premiere party. It was a fun event that included pizza, cupcakes, punch, and more.
Today we celebrated with a group of kids who were in the anti-bullying video to let them know that we appreciate them for what they have done with encouraging other students here at Anderson to be a good friend and to show kindness to others.
The students from the video, like their peers at Anderson Elementary, have been learning all about the efforts to curb and stop bullying. One of the biggest efforts was the introduction to Rachel's Challenge. The challenge is designed to equip and inspire individuals to replace acts of violence, bullying, and negativity with acts of respect, kindness, and compassion.
Rachel's challenge is, Rachel tried to start a chain reaction of kindness, and if we did that with bullying, maybe nobody would be bullied or nobody would be a bully.
Since it's a chain reaction, one person is kind to somebody and then that person is kind to somebody else. But when they are being kind to somebody else, they might end up being kind to a bully, and then that bully might finally decide, and he might think that it feels nice when somebody's being nice to them, and then they might finally realize that it's not nice what they were doing to other kids and that they should start being nice to them.
Activities at Anderson Elementary raised awareness of bullying for students in all grade levels. The students from the video had a clear understanding of what bullying is, what it looks like, how it affects students, and what to do about it.
You should help people that are being bullied because, they might not have a friend, they might be missing a parent, or a parent's not in their life. Just try to help people.
I've just learned to treat people with kindness, and that it feels so much better than treating them not kind, because some people just need that. Some people don't have a strong home life, and some people just need that in their life.
I've learned that you should be kind, and every time you shouldn't, but every time you be mean or bully someone, you feel guilty about it after. So you should always be kind.
You could probably say kind things to them, or tell the teacher, become their friend, or get to know them a little better.
It was an exciting time and wonderful event for the students at Anderson. Each one received a copy of the video, and following the premiere, everyone celebrated the school system's efforts to bring a stop to bullying. Reporting for your school news, this is Johan Yellow.
Author Juliana Morgan and her dog Sashi visited Murray Middle School, sharing their story of how they became a team with therapeutic approaches to help people. Together, the two have written several books. Miss Morgan's latest book, Who Rescued Who, opened the conversation with the Murray students. Miss Morgan talked about puppy mills, care and responsibility of having a pet, and the wonderful training that can be done to share pets with others. During the get-together, many of the students shared their own pet stories and talked about some of the funny things their own pets do and the joy they bring to their families. Miss Morgan reminds the students that pets enrich our lives in so many ways. They offer companionship, humor, and love at the same time. While at the school, the author made a donation to the library of all three of her books.
Students in applied science at Ashley High School worked as a team in the school labs studying the effects of acid rain. Students learned that acid rain is a complex environmental problem which affects the United States and many other countries around the world. One experiment done by the students was soil buffering. With the experiment, students worked to discover if the soil from the lawn on the Ashley campus could buffer acids. To test the soil, the students observed the pH change of an acid mixture poured over soil in a filter. In the experiment, they worked to discover if the water collected from the filters contained less acidic than the original mixture. If it did, then the Ashley campus soil was buffering some of the acid. Since the buffering capabilities of soils differ, students collected samples from all around the campus to test. It was a great hands-on experiment for a course that is normally only taught online.
The Blue Ribbon Commission will hold the 4th annual Yam Jam and Halloween Festival on October 29th from 1 to 4 p.m. in Portia Hines Park at the corner of 10th Street and Rankin. The event is free and will feature more than 10,000 pounds of yams, which will be bagged by the Junior League of Wilmington for community members to enjoy along with recipe ideas. The event also includes exhibit tables, the mobile fresh food market, and a trunk or treat beginning at 2 p.m. with face painting, mask making, and a best trunk contest. There will also be bounce houses, free hot dogs, and so much more. That's the 4th annual Yam Jam and Halloween Festival on October 29th from 1 to 4 p.m. in Portia Hines Park at the corner of 10th Street and Rankin.
Now, don't go away. Coming up, we have an orange montage as the New Hanover County Schools celebrate Unity Day.
Plus, an Education Index student app allows teenagers to cast votes in mock elections.
Your school news will continue after the break.
I'm Hannah Bowling.
And I'm Johnny Morales. Join us this week for the morning show.
Start your mornings off with our outstanding and exciting features.
This week, we introduce a brand new segment for the Cape Fear Gardening Club, and they start out educating us about bees.
We also have a new episode of Science Nation from the National Science Foundation. We'll see how the scientists are studying butterflies and bats to learn how viruses spread.
I'm Cierra Robbins. I'll have your latest school news on the morning show. This week, UNCW storytellers visit Williams Elementary School, and I have the full report.
We also have this week's lunch menu, our hilarious joke of the week, and morning show math.
So join us for the morning show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. and 7 a.m., and Saturday at 10 a.m. right here on the Learning Network of the Cape Fear.
Welcome back to your school news. It's time for our Education Index, a look around the nation and the world at some of the top stories in education. Topping the index, more and more public school children are struggling with mental health problems, and public schools are not equipped to handle the growing numbers. Many don't realize it, but there are more than 50 million public school students in the United States. As many as 1 in 5 shows signs of a mental health disorder. A mental health disorder has been defined as a condition that disrupts a person's mood, thought, or behavior, often for a long period of time. When a student is struggling, it is harder to learn. Most of the nearly 5 million affected students, nearly 80% won't receive counseling or therapy or medication. They won't get any treatment at all. In every school, there are people who could play a big role in identifying problems and helping these kids succeed, but most often they can't. The growing number of students a single staff member has to work with daily, the increase in paperwork, and shrinking school staff making it possible for school districts to deal with the increasing mental health problems. They may not be old enough to cast ballots November 8th, but thousands of teenagers just like me around the country are tapping into this hilarious political season through a popular and anonymous mobile messaging app. After School, a 2-year-old app with millions of student users at 20,000 high schools, is hosting a mock presidential election during the last few critical weeks before Election Day. The app's Election Center feature went live October 14th and already has over 100,000 votes in the mock election for president. The app is set up to allow 1 vote per student. The app company will announce the winner sometime before Election Day. The company will also track how teens voted by state and how many sought help registering to vote for the first time. Finally, in conjunction with National Bullying Prevention Month, a nonprofit called Youth Truth released data gathered from 80,000 students in 21 states between the fall of 2012 and the spring of 2015. The schools involved pay Youth Truth to conduct candid, anonymous surveys of students and are splitting among urban, suburban, and rural areas and varied in wealth and size and span the country from east to west coast, the south, and the Midwest. Nationwide, Youth Truth found that 25% of students reported having been bullied, echoing the results of other national studies. But far more important for teachers and administrators is that the organization reports specific findings back to each individual school, including students' comments. These reports have shown a tremendous disconnect between teachers' perceptions and what their students say is happening in their school hallways, cafeterias, and classrooms. And that's this week's Education Index, a quick look at some of the interesting education stories from around the nation and world. Now don't go away, we'll be right back with the Lunch Bill of Fare. This is Your School News on cable and online. Look for our blue logo for all the latest news online at www.nhcs.net.
They're coming. Places, everybody.
Light check. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Everything looks good on our end.
And lights.
Come alive with the forest. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to your school news. It's time now for this week's Lunch Bill of Fare. Hunter Ledman, our lunch menu reporter, joins us now with the week's school lunch menu so parents, students, teachers, and everyone working with the New Hanover County school system can plan their lunchtime options.
Thanks and welcome to this week's edition of the Lunch Bill of Fare. If you're ever wondering what's on the school menu this week, here's what we have coming your way. On Tuesday, October 25th, enjoy a delicious school lunch such as tangerine chicken with rice, an egg roll, a meatball hoagie, and a bacon cheeseburger. On the side, we have sweet potato waffle fries, veggie sticks, garden salad, mandarin oranges, and fresh fruit. On Wednesday, October 26th, a midweek, your entree choices are corn dog nuggets, a pork chop sandwich, or cheesy breadsticks. On the side, we have pasta salad, corn, garden salad, diced pears, and fresh fruit. On Thursday, October 27th, swing into your lunch line for your choice of stuffed crust pizza, a chicken club sandwich, or popcorn chicken with a roll. On the sides, we have macaroni salad, tomato and cucumber salad, broccoli, garden salad, diced pineapple, and fresh fruit. On Friday, October 28th, bring the week to a close with a hot dog with chili, fish sticks with hush puppies, or chicken nuggets with a roll. On the side, we have macaroni and cheese, baked beans, carrot sticks, garden salad, spiced apples, and fresh fruit. For the weekend, I've got my healthy tip. Get plenty of sleep. 8 hours at least is the minimum requirement for your body to function at its best. After the weekend, come back to a chicken quesadilla with Spanish rice, a French bread pizza, or a deluxe chicken sandwich. On the side, we have garden peas, glazed sweet potatoes, garden salad, fresh fruit, and mixed fruit. As we wrap up National Apple Month, let's take one more look at the amazing fruit. Apples may help reduce the risk of cancer, cardiovascular disease, and diabetes. Apples are one of the healthiest foods a person can eat. They are high in fiber and vitamin C. They are also low in calories. Have only a trace of sodium and no fat or cholesterol. Now taking a look once again at your lunch entrees for the week, you've got some great selections with some really great sides to choose from throughout the week. Stay on the prowl for tangerine chicken with rice on Tuesday, and don't forget about pork chop sandwich on Wednesday. That's what's on slate for your school's cafeteria, so don't miss any of this nutritious, delicious, and healthy meals. From the newsroom, this is Hunter Ledman asking you, what do you call cheese that is not yours? Nacho cheese.
Thanks, Hunter. Don't forget, you can also catch the Lunch Bill of Fare during the morning show here on the Learning Network and get lots of healthful nutrition information online at www.nhcs.net/nutrition. Now, don't go away. Coming up, we have an orange montage as the New Hanover County Schools celebrate Unity Day. Your school news will continue after the break.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With a unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Welcome back to your school news. Last Wednesday was Unity Day, one day where everyone in the school system came together against bullying.
Make it orange and make it end. We all sent one large orange message of support, hope, and unity to show that we are together against bullying and united for kindness, acceptance, and inclusion.
NHCS TV production assistant Tyler Dawson has put together a musical photo montage of everyone united in orange. Enjoy this small sampling of the video.
That was awesome. For those who want to see the entire montage, you can visit our website at nhcs.net and click on our blue icon.
We want to thank all the schools in the district who sent us photos that helped make the montage possible.
Please remember that bullying can't be stopped in one day or 1 month, and we need to continue working each and every day to bring a stop to bullying in schools, homes, and our community.
That does it for this edition of Your School News, recapping some of our main stories. New Student Advisory Council met with the superintendent. Williams STEM Club held its first activity, and Family Support Networks held a training session for parents.
Remember, Your School News is on cable and online, and don't forget to start your morning with our light and lively morning show weekdays at 6 a.m. I'm Britton Kilborn.
And I'm Alexei Mizhuyev. On behalf of the entire YSN crew, thanks for watching the New Hanover County Schools TV on the Learning Network.
We close our show with a Unity Day from Parsley Elementary. Let's go.